A common question I get asked is if my kids are keto. They aren't. So I understand the struggles that come with trying to eat keto when everyone else in your house isn't, and they don't always want the same foods as you. Here's how you can please everyone at the dinner table and stay keto without having to make multiple meals because ain't nobody got time for that. One thing that has helped me to stay on track and make sure that we're sitting down as a family to eat for dinner is to plan out my menu for the week. That way I'm not scrambling trying to figure out what to make for dinner that night, which usually resorts in bad choices. Dinner's ready.
It's still frozen.
Or me resorting to slices of salami topped with mayo. Don't judge me. Since my boys are in multiple sports practices throughout the week, I have to be proactive with knowing when we're gonna have dinner, but also how much time I have to prepare it. Based on my schedule, it could be something like using the slow cooker if I have more times in the morning, or maybe it's an Instant Pot or an air fryer meal. Next, I plug in my meals with some criteria in mind. Incorporate meals that you could easily turn keto without much effort. Burgers are a great example of this. Your non-keto family can have a regular burger with a bun, well, you can have a bunless burger or use a keto-friendly bun instead. Grilling up hamburgers doesn't take long, but it's also a mindless recipe, meaning that you don't have to put in a lot of effort. It's the perfect meal to make when you're mentally exhausted. You don't want to have to drag out all those measuring spoons or follow a complicated recipe. Chicken sandwiches are another meal that I like to make for my family. Seasoning the chicken with some spices. Today I'm using salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and paprika. And then I cook these on my grill. While that's cooking, I stir up a quick side dish to go either inside the chicken sandwich or you can serve it as a side dish. Just a bag of coleslaw, some ranch dressing, buffalo sauce. You could even add a few teaspoons of sugar-free honey or sweetener. Mix that up and it is delicious inside a chicken sandwich. Once again, you could have just grilled chicken with your salads on the side or use a keto-friendly bun. Spaghetti is another meal that you can easily please both lifestyles. I make up a big skillet of bolognese sauce. Just make sure you're using low-carb marinara. It's just as good as the regular and my family can't tell that it has less sugar. I'll cook up regular spaghetti noodles for the boys. While for my husband and I use an easy solution, which is to use packaged keto noodles. Some of my favorites are Natural Heaven Hearts of Palm Noodle or even Healthy Noodle from Costco. They're both very low in carbs, but unlike other brands or even zucchini noodles where you have to put in some effort to prepare them, you don't have to do that with these types of noodles. You just open up the package and add it to your plate, top on your sauce, and you're good to go. I found that I can make enchiladas for the whole family without having to use 2 pans. I make filling with ground beef, taco seasoning, a splash of enchilada sauce. Then I wrap these up with regular tortillas on one side and then use egg wraps for us ketoers on the other. This side is about 2 grams of net carbs per enchilada, while this side is over 20 grams of carbs per enchilada. A great way to ensure that you're getting enough micronutrients is to make easy veggie side dishes. And I always include 2 veggie side dishes when I'm making dinner. It's usually a salad and then some low-carb veggie like broccoli, asparagus, or zucchini. Vegetables provide a lot of fiber and volume, so you could eat a lot of them without adding a ton of carbs or calories. To keep my kids happy, I usually make a non-keto side dish for them, but it has to be easy. I usually try to stick with potatoes or rice because you can make up a bunch of it and then just reheat it throughout the week. I'll make up some fries or maybe some garlic toast if we're having spaghetti. To keep myself from putting some of those carby side dishes on my plate or sneaking some leftovers, I only put out just enough for them to eat, and hopefully they eat it all so that I'm not tempted later on. Making foods that are naturally keto is probably one of the easiest ways to please everyone. We have a lot of chuck roast, short ribs, grilled chicken. Pork chops in the air fryer are delicious, they're easy, plus pork is generally inexpensive. I just coat with olive oil, dust them with this seasoning, and air fry at 375 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Flipping halfway through. While it's cooking, I whip up a salad, steam some asparagus, and dish up some potatoes. Another easy solution to make dinner that is naturally keto is to make a keto Green Chef meal, who is my sponsor for today's video. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company that helps you cook delicious meals for your family. It has step-by-step instructions with pictures, and the premium ingredients come pre-measured with minimal prep. There's options for every lifestyle from keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. If you want to try Green Chef, use my code KetoFocus60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Go to greenchef.com for more details. It's delivered right to your door weekly, and it's the perfect solution on nights when you didn't plan or you don't feel like sticking to your menu. I always find them super tasty and haven't found a meal I didn't like yet. Again, use my code KetoFocus60 to get 60% off plus free shipping at greenchef.com. If you really want to feel like a master chef, just make meals that are keto, but no one can tell is keto. One of our family favorites is chicken fried steak, but instead of using flour to bread the cube steak, I dust the steak first with almond flour, coat with an egg, and then do a final dusting with pork panko, which is ground up pork rinds. After it's fried, it creates a delicious crunchy coating, and it's easy to make gravy with the leftover brown bits. Add a little bit of arrowroot powder for a thickener, some chicken broth, heavy cream, delicious. Another favorite is chili, and I usually make this in my Instant Pot. Saute avocado oil, beef, onion, bell pepper, jalapeno, garlic. Once it's browned, you stir in seasonings, add a can of tomatoes, and then pressure cook for 8 minutes. It's very hearty, and my kids don't even know it's keto or miss the beans. The full instructions for this recipe, as well as other keto recipes that my kids enjoy like chicken strips and lasagna, can all be found by clicking right here.